Hey, how the devil are you?
One of these days, Alice, one of these days.
Pow! Right in the kisser?
Ah, great program and great actor, sorely missed. So what have I got for you today? Ooh, let's have a look at this. Now this is the Aiyima T1 Pro, okay? They always put like Pro on the end, just call it a T2 maybe. It's always a Pro or a Plus or a Plus Plus or a Pro or a Super Duper. It's always that on the end when they upgrade it. Anyway, but it's a tube preamp, Bluetooth 5.1 preamplifier. Now, Fozzy, was it 6 months or so back now, maybe a bit even longer than that, Fozzy brought out the P3 preamplifier. Very similar product, few differences, and I will be going through the differences later, and I'll even do a sound test between the two. Now, Fozzy are kind of leading the way in the chi-fi, small amp industry. And Aiyima are hot on their tails, or hot on their heels, I should say. They're not far behind them and they're catching up. So Fozzy need to up their game. So I will be comparing these later to see how they match up, this one and the P3. But first of all, let's get this sucker out in a box. Need to put a bit of oil on that. Anyway, don't need this. We've got here the, wow, what are these called again? The instructions. Right. Things I rarely read and I should do. Okay. That's obviously the warranty. Got the tubes there. Power supply. There you go. At the back there, I think we've got the Bluetooth aerial, if I can get it out, or Bluetooth antenna, if you want to call it. There you go, Bluetooth aerial antenna, whatever. And the unit itself. And there it is. So on the front, we've got bass and treble. It's got little indents all the way around. It doesn't have that center indent, which I like to have that center indent. Or saying that though, I mean, it's quite easy to get, but I do like a little click in the center. But this has got clicks all the way around. Got your volume there. There's your off button here. So you got off, Bluetooth, and RCA. And I think that's your light to indicate whether it's RCA or Bluetooth. Now on this, you can actually defeat the tone controls. So there's your tone controls on, and if you want to defeat them, gotta, clear a path, boink, just pop that on to defeat. So pretty cool. On the back, whew, that's where the antenna goes there. Got your RCA in, RCA out, 12 volt trigger, which is good to see, so you can chuck it onto the Aiyima AO7 Maxes if you wanted to, or whatever's got a 12 volt trigger. It's nice to see that, so you haven't got to get up and you turn one thing on. I'm going to turn every single thing on. This will turn everything on. So handy to see. Auxiliary out, if I could say the flipping word. Obviously, no high pass or low pass filter on it. It is what it is. I think it is variable though, so that's a bonus. And I need 12 volt DC in there. Okay, so I've just put it side by side with the P3, Fozzy Audio P3, just so you can see the size difference in comparison. So this is longer going backwards and shorter that way. This is longer that way, shorter that way. Okay, there you go. Have a look at that. There we are. Right. One of the obvious things that are different is the P3 does have a headphone amp on it. Is it the best headphone amp I've ever heard? Not really. It's all right. It's usable. But if you've got really hard, difficult to drive headphones, it probably won't do it. But other than that, the headphones is okay. T1 Pro doesn't have a headphone socket, but what it does have over the Fozzy is you're able to defeat the tone controls. Boink! Another thing that the T1 Pro has, it's rocking two 5532 op-amp chips. I don't know what's in this one, doesn't say on the specs. But these are removable and replaceable. So if you want to swap them out for something better, you can. So that's handy if you want to do that in future, just to improve the sound of it. You know, some people say it's debatable whether you can hear a difference, but if you're into that type of thing, you can do it. But more importantly, how do they sound against each other? Right, okay. So what I've done is this. Now, I can't use the amp splitter I've got with the VU meters. It's just there for display purposes only because it looks nice. But it's speaker in. It's speaker input. There's no line ins, okay? So I can't, now as the preamps don't have any speaker outputs, only line outs, I can't put that into the amp splitter. No, can't do it. So I had to come up with another solution. So I got two RCA splitters, which have gone into the back of my CD player. And then they go out, one to the left channel, one to the right channel of both the preamps in their inputs, okay? And from their outputs, I'm running them from the back of the preamps to the back of my stereo 230, okay? Into auxiliary 1 and auxiliary 2. And I can just flip back and forth, kind of blind listening really, because I can't remember which auxiliary one is which anyway. So that's a good thing. So I actually am doing a blind A/B test. Whew, right, have you got that? Right. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is try a different couple of genres of music, some EDM, maybe some Beatles, I don't know, a couple of 80s tracks. Just get a feel of each one and see what I think and see how they sound. Anyway, let's get on with it. I don't know, I can't tell. I played lots of different genres, lots of different music, and I couldn't tell the difference between the two. There's really no, normally I would put a sound test in comparing the two. There's really no point. If I can't tell the difference between the two in person, you're never going to hear it over YouTube. It's completely pointless. I think it's getting to the point, in this price range and this budget, the components getting, pretty decent. So there's not much to tell between the two. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, I guess it's down to, which one you prefer for features or looks. If you're in the Aiyima, if you've got some Aiyima A07 Maxes, perhaps, it might be better to get the Aiyima T1 Pro. If you've got the Fozzy Audio 3 V3, if I could flip and say it, then maybe the P3 would be for you. And also, do you want a headphone socket? Do you want to have something that can defeat the tone controls? Do you want to trigger out? And these are all the things you need to ask yourself, because sound-wise, there's not much difference. They both sound great, they're really good. I didn't have any qualms with the sound of them, but I couldn't tell the difference. Anyway, there you go. And also, do you want something with a smaller knob buttons? Do you want something with the bigger knobs? I don't know. I guess it's down to you and it's your choice. Anyway, if you got this far, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like, come on, help us out, yeah? There's some links in the description below to my TikTok. I just started TikTok and I got Instagram profile. There you go, okay? So if you can click them links and help me out and try and follow me on there, I'd be much appreciated. Any help you can give me be awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.